Nevertheless, Alice's heart fluttered inexplicably. Realising she was staring at him, she began to turn away, but just then he glanced over and their eyes happened to meet. Alice's face remained impassive. Her heart, however, went from fluttering to perfect stillness in, well, a heartbeat. Nonsense, she thought. If her cardiac organ had stopped, she would not be standing, nor breathing. To be fair, she did not currently seem to be breathing, but that was beside the point. Nor indeed blushing like a schoolgirl, just because a handsome man looked in her direction. Alice felt unclear exactly how he had transformed from nondescript to handsome within the space of seconds, but no doubt an encyclopedia could explain it. She'd visit the library this evening, and suddenly, masses of frothing pink and yellow swamped her vision. Alice blinked frantically. Either the patisserie across the street had exploded, or a fashionable woman was walking in through the doorway. "Really, Bixby? This is what you consider a suitable dress shop? We should have just gone to Harrods." "Yes, miss," the man replied, without inflection. Alice's vision recovered enough from its shock to recognise the Honourable Miss Dahlia Weekle, Primula's exact social equal, and therefore most bitter rival. At that moment, a cake explosion would have been more welcome. "You were right, miss," she murmured to Primula, nudging her eastward as Miss Weekle veered west toward a glove display. "We should indeed leave this very moment." "Steady on, dear love. I am not a sheep to be herded. Why the hurry? Primula, darling!" Alice winced. "Dahlia!" Primula's dismay was so fleeting, Alice barely saw it. "How unexpected to meet you here! So unexpected!" The ladies gripped each other's shoulders and kissed the air, their lips making a sound like rapiers tapping at the start of a duel. "That colour is remarkable on you, dear," Dahlia said. "Such a unique hat," Primula countered. The door chimed once more. Alice caught Primula's arm, the hat boxes swaying perilously, and attempted to tug her away. But it was too late. Two men burst into the shop, brandishing pistols. "This is a robbery," one shouted. Primula and Dahlia squealed. The shopkeeper squealed. Alice sighed. "Hands in the air!" Immediately the ladies obeyed. Alice, pleased for an excuse to set down the hat boxes, placed them on a small table, then raised her own hands. Hopefully this business would be over soon, and she could go home for a cup of tea and a biscuit. "You!" The thief turned to Dahlia's manservant. "Hands up!" "Do as he says, Bixby!" Dahlia wailed. Bixby carefully lowered the carry-bags, but instead of raising his arms, he folded them together across his chest. "This is highly inconvenient," he said, in a reproving tone. "Miss Weekle has an appointment with her hairdresser in 15 minutes' time, and it cannot be postponed. Kindly find another store to burgle." The thieves glanced at each other and laughed. "Just shoot him, Merv," one said. "Make sure he never needs no hairdresser again." "A hairdresser," Bixby corrected. Silence slammed down upon the scene, broken only by a sharp click as Merv cocked his pistol. Alice frowned. Clearly matters were about to become even more time-consuming. "For heaven's sake," she began. But it was no use. Without further discussion, Merv shot Bixby. A loud twang followed, and across the shop a gilt-framed mirror shattered under the impact of Merv's bullet. Blinking confusedly, Alice realised that Bixby had removed his bowler hat at remarkable speed and utilised it as an apparently bulletproof shield. The resultant ricochet had cast 7 years' bad luck upon the shop, but saved the manservant's life. "Bloody!" was all Merv had the opportunity to say before Bixby threw the hat at him. It struck his face with more force than brushed felt regularly offered. Merv screamed, dropping his gun. From there it was a simple matter of one kick from the manservant, one punch with a black-gloved hand, 2 swift and efficient jabs to the throat, and the thief ended up senseless on the ground, his last word having proved prophetic as blood dripped from his nose.